Now, I wanted to make this video for the people who are either getting a gift for somebody or trying to find the perfect something for somebody who has everything already. So, you did not read the title wrong. The title is Switch 2 games that you probably didn't think of. So I'm going to go through a bunch of games here that I've curated myself that potentially are games that you might not actually think of, that are actually really fun, accessible, and would be a perfect gift for that special someone or yourself or something you want to try that's maybe on sale for the holiday. Let's get to it. 10 games you probably didn't think of going into 2026. Now, there are some games that I personally haven't played, and I'm going to disclose that as we go into it. And that leads me into the first game, and that is Sonic Racing Crossworlds, currently on Amazon for $40 with 2-day shipping, which is not too bad. For the physical, obviously, you can get the digital edition and get it instantly. Now, like I said, I did not play this game, but I have seen a lot of reviews and looked into it personally because I have been interested in a Mario Kart alternative. I was somebody who bought the Switch 2 with the Mario Kart bundle. And to be honest, I'm sick and tired of that game. I beat it like months ago. I'm done. So as somebody who personally likes casual racing games, this game looks really fun, really fast. Obviously, you gotta go fast. And it just looks like a good time. I've seen a lot of good reviews on it, and I've seen a lot of gameplay. It seems very, the longevity of this game seems a lot better than Mario Kart World. Let's just say that. And number 2 on the list is Hades 2. How fitting. Now, I did play the first game and I just picked up the second game. I'm going to dive right into it. I've heard great things about Hades 2. It looks to be another fantastic follow-up from these guys. I can't wait to dive into it myself. All the reviews are positive. If you plan to pick this up, I highly recommend it. Getting it digitally, it is a lot cheaper, around $22, something like that. Although it is not as good as the first game, however, the added benefits in the new game add a lot of quality of life improvements if you're into that kind of stuff. So this one should be easier to jump into. You don't need to play the first game, fortunately, which is sick. Again, $22. Probably something you're not thinking about. That could be an absolute sleeper and a banger. And number 3 on the list is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Now, this game is a little older, about a year old now. Came out on all the other consoles. We didn't have a Switch 2 back then. It has now been ported to Switch 2, and from what I've seen, it's an amazing port. I've played this game personally, and when it came out, it was the only thing I played for months until I got tired of it and needed to change it up. But this is another phenomenal game. This is a love letter to the Tenkaichi series, or the Budokai Tenkaichi series, which translates to Sparking Zero in Japan. That's why it's called Sparking Zero, blah, blah, blah. I am a huge Dragon Ball fan, okay? This game is actually phenomenal. Great co-op, great single-player progress if you're into fighter games with the story mode. It has alternate timelines and stuff like that. It's actually a really, really good game to dive into. It's hovering around full price. You might be able to find it on sale in the eShop at the time of this video, but a game you're probably not thinking about, again, which is just a phenomenal game and just awesome to get on your Switch 2 for the holiday. And number 4 is actually, you definitely were not thinking of this one. This is Animal Crossing Switch 2 Edition. Now, I remember back in the face mask days, this game came out and was everybody's life for minimum 3 months. Every day checking in, where's my bells, where's this, gotta pick the weeds, gotta do that, blah, blah, blah. Animal Crossing was life back in 2020. And now that the Switch 2 Edition's out, adding a whole bunch of new content, some DLC stuff, it's a great time to dive back into it if you've never played it, or just dive into it in general. This game is phenomenal. It's a great Animal Crossing game. I've played everything after New Leaf, so New Leaf all the way up to now. Animal Crossing Switch 2 Edition is great, especially this time of year. Everyone's on holiday. Everyone might have some time off and a bunch of free time to play games, dive into something. This is a great pick for them that you definitely were not thinking of. And number 5 is not for everybody, but it had to make this list because it's just, I feel like it's a game that went under the radar unless you are a super fan of the series, and that's Persona 3 Reload. Again, that's on sale on the eShop at the time of this recording, and it is a phenomenal port of a phenomenal game. That's all I got to say about it. If you've played the Persona series, you know what this is about. This isn't a review, but this is definitely a recommendation to play something you've never played before. Especially, this is a good entry into the Persona series. If you've never played Persona 5, which is probably the best out of all of them, in my opinion, but Persona 3 Reload is an amazing port of an amazing game. You weren't thinking of it. It's on this list. Go try it out if you got the cash. And number 6 was actually a launch title for the Switch 2, and that is Hitman And that actually has some DLC, including Eminem, which seems pretty sick. I've never played the Hitman series, but I've seen a lot of good things about it. It's a little whimsical, but it's also kind of serious in a way. They look like really, really fun games. And this game, for me, went under the radar when the Switch 2 came out. And honestly, it's something that I want to pick up and play when I have the time. My backlog is hooked. But this, you are traveling the world, you're killing people. It's fun. It's this strategic. It's infinite gameplay loop, and it's just an overall amazing Hitman game. What can I say? Number 7 is WWE 2K25. Now, this one's always on sale. You'll never find this not on sale. And nobody's talking or thinking about it because it's a little bit of an older title. But for me, this brings me back to the SmackDown vs. Raw PSP days. Playing those wrestling handheld games. Those were my childhood. That was like the best thing ever. And now you could play it on the go on the Switch 2 without any errors. And as we all might know, that the original WWE 2K games that came out on the original Switch never really ran good. This is the first one in a very long time where I could actually recommend this game because it is a working, functioning game. If you want that little nostalgia hit of playing a portable WWE game, this is your way to go. You weren't thinking about it, it's on sale, go check it out. And number 8, if you have a JRPG fan in your life, or you are a JRPG fan and you're looking to sink your teeth into something that you've either tried before or never tried before, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 Remake are the way to go. This is a bundle deal that you could pick up. You get Dragon Quest 1 and 2 Remake, Remaster, and they're great games. They're awesome, long JRPG games. Not really much I need to say about them. Dragon Quest is an amazing series. Even if you've played these before, this is a remastered version and it looks sick. It's the 3D HD art style, whatever you call it. It looks sick. I would recommend it. You weren't thinking about it. Let's move on. In our penultimate spot is Chronos, another early Switch 2 launch game. This definitely went under the radar. This is like BioShock meets Resident Evil. It looks like a really, really fun game. If you're into that kind of stuff, I'm personally not a horror, low supply kind of person. I don't really like those kind of games, but this game does look sick. If you have that Resident Evil itch to scratch before Requiem comes out, which is also a Switch 2 title, go check that one out. That's definitely something I'd recommend too if you're into that horror genre. Now, I'm going to run through a couple of honorable mentions before we get to number 1, and that first being the Final Fantasy VII Remake, which just hit Switch 2. That is my favorite game of all time. I've played it on my PS5. I have the collector's edition right up there. You might not be able to see it in the back there, but it is my favorite game of all time. Now that it's on Switch 2, I've played it so many times, I almost want to pick it up for Switch 2. Even though I hate buying games more than once, this is something where I'm like, oh, I kind of want to, but no. That's a definite pickup. Next honorable mention is Hogwarts Legacy Switch 2 edition. This one is revamped from the Switch 1 version. Load times are better. This is a better game. It's like dirt cheap for like $5, something stupid cheap. You could go pick it up. That's definitely on this list. And my last honorable mention is Yakuza 0, another launch title game. This is a remaster of the original Yakuza 0. I picked it up. I loved it. It was a great game. Very long game. It's a good entry into the series too if you've never played them before. I think it also went under the radar, low-key, because it is actually a good game, but I feel like it's a little played out a lot. There's a lot of Yakuza games, and it's kind of different than all the other ones, but this one's a definite recommend. And now the number 1 game you were not thinking of. To be honest, it's number 1, so you actually might have been thinking of it. Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. Now, this game is 2 of my favorite game franchises had a baby, right? The Final Fantasy and Fire Emblem. This is something I've been waiting for a very long time. There's full voice acting, reimagined, it's remastered, it looks beautiful nowadays, and the story is about 40 hours, which is actually pretty short for a JRPG, and it looks like a really, 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 really fun time. If you don't know what this game is, there's a strategic RPG. It's just like Fire Emblem, but with Final Fantasy elements. I don't know. It's not, again, this isn't a review. The game you weren't thinking of, go check it out. That's an amazing game. And that is it. Let's wrap this video up, guys. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Trying to get to 200 subs by the end of the year. I don't know if that's going to happen, but let's make it happen. Hit that little red button down there. Hit the thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.